Let's talk about HMDA and demographic information collection. One of the greatest areas of confusion are these three little boxes down here that say, how did you collect this information? Was it yes, completed by the loan officer or not? And if we have a in-person, face-to-face application and the applicant marks, I do not wish to provide this information, then it's pretty easy that the loan officer is going to fill in the ethnicity, race, and sex, and then is going to mark, yes, 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 I'm the one that did that. That's easy. It's the next one. The application is not in person. Maybe it's by phone or through the internet, email, dropped off. I'm not seeing them. And the applicant marked down, I do not wish. What do we put for the yes/no boxes? Well, we have to look at the filing instruction guide. That is the master document that tells us the data. And a lot of the lenders and software providers are saying, well, it's not either yes or no, it's code 3 for not applicable because this wasn't in person. And their logic is this wording right here that says to be completed for applications taken in person. I agree with the logic there. The problem is that the filing instruction guide says that you can only use code 3 NA when you're purchasing that loan from another institution or when it's an entity that's applying. Well, that isn't the scenario in either one of these. I've got John or Jane, both Does, doesn't matter. So it's people, and I'm not purchasing it. I need to fill this in yes or no. Now, let me pause there. If anytime you see a contradiction between the filing instruction guide and scenarios, and there have been several, we've discussed this with the CFPB, and they've said the filing instruction guide is the ultimate authority. It wins, if you will. It can overrule anything. Another example would be there's nothing in the reg that talks about a code 6 for male and female, but that is something that you can put down. It was added to the filing instruction guide. That's how the CFPB is updating the reg, if you will, is through this filing instruction guide, or FIG. So back to this. This form says for applications taken in person, but that's just on the form. That's not in the reg. It's not a command to the filing instruction guide. They really don't care about that poor wording, if you will. I have to answer this yes or no. And obviously, we're not going to fill this out. We're not going to guess. So yes doesn't work. It has to be then code 2, no, the loan officer did not complete this information based on visual observation or surname. That's exactly the kind of thing that we're going to talk about on March 7th in our 1-hour webinar on HMDA demographic information collection. Will you join me, Dave Dickinson, with Bankers Compliance Consulting? We're going to get into the weeds and talk about when do you have to collect this and how do you collect it in various scenarios, all these subcategories and reporting it, etc. This training is designed for loan officers, for your auditors, for your compliance officers, for backroom loan operations people to ensure that this part of your reporting is absolutely accurate. So again, join me March 7th for 1 hour on demographic information collection. We'll see you there.